Welcome to AlphaCars Service Center. My name is Dimitri, and we're doing a pretty cool little project. We're installing a Bluetooth interface on the CLK 500. This is the Mercedes, and this is the vintage that pretty much is from 2004 through, I believe, 2007. And on the later ones, there may already be ability to integrate a Bluetooth. But on this particular vehicle, we have to go through a couple of hoops. But when we're done, it's going to work really nice. So what we're doing, we have a kit that we're able to plug into the auxiliary input. And here it is. It says auxiliary audio source. So the prerequisites that your Mercedes has to be equipped with this little 3.5 millimeter plug. And then we do have the kit, which has a little bit of circuitry, but most importantly, it has this set of buttons. So we're going to mount these buttons right here, and then our cable is going to be behind the dash. So other than this button, there will be no exposed wiring. And when we're done, we'll be able to make and receive phone calls. We will be also able to play music. And yes, your radio unit will have to be in the auxiliary audio source. So if you happen to be listening to AM, FM audio source and your phone call comes in, you will have to switch to the auxiliary audio source to be able to take or make the phone call. To complete this project, we have to access the power supply, 12 volts, and we're going to be using one that is going to be turned off with ignition off. We don't want it to stay on all the time so that the vehicle can go to sleep. When I say to sleep, that's from the standpoint of electronics. And then we also have to access some harnesses behind the glove box, so that's going to come out, and the CD changer was in there, so that has to come out. So we're still in the middle of this project, but this is the plan, and stay with this video and see how it works out for us. So we added one more element to this project. We actually are going to set up an iPhone mount with wireless charger. That's it right here. So we had to feed another USB power cable for this charger, and it all goes under the center console dash piece, and then it makes its way behind the glove box, which we just reinstalled. And then you can see we have the power converter from 12 volt to USB 5 volt, and that's behind the glove box housing. And here we have the 3.5 millimeter plugged in, and as you can see, the wire goes through the glove box housing behind the dash. Definitely quite a bit more work, and there's no splicing. We don't do any splicing, so we actually do soldering. So technically we do splicing, we just don't do any crimp connection splicing. We do everything reliably with a solder gun, and as you can see, there's a lot of tools you need for something that may seem pretty simple. Just throw in a couple of cables, but it doesn't work that way if you want something done nice and clean and reliable as far as installation. So you can see we're in the middle of that, and I think the next segment we should be able to see how the system works and looks fully installed. So we're looking at the completed work. We reassembled everything, and the vehicle actually is ready for a customer pickup. In other words, the person who purchased this vehicle, they're going to come in now, take it. And before they do that, I wanted to share with you how everything looks. So we're going to actually grab the key, and our service team did the installation of the wireless Bluetooth wireless connection through auxiliary input. This is the older vehicle, older Mercedes. It doesn't look older. With only 54,000 miles, it actually looks close to new condition. But technology-wise, it's definitely an older technology that did not have a provision for any type of Bluetooth interface. So we used the auxiliary plug, which was also optional on this vintage Mercedes, but that's something can be added. Whether you have it or you have it added, now we can connect the Bluetooth interface. The one that we used allows for the phone connection, so you'll be able to take phone calls, make phone calls, and you can also play the music. So right here, you have the auxiliary audio source, and it's kind of hidden, so you would have to actually click on service and then scroll down to the auxiliary, and then anything that happens on your phone will play through your gorgeous sound system. And Mercedes has an awesome sound system. If the phone call comes in, all you need to do is just press this button. If you want to play a next track, you push here. Previous track, press there. If you want to adjust volume, you just do it the conventional way. And then if you want to play the AM, FM, or CD changer, or CD player for that matter, you need to select the proper source. And some of these Mercedeses, they had the provision for the Bluetooth connection here, which worked okay, but it did not support an audio profile. In other words, you couldn't listen to an audio source such as music or satellite radio from your phone, or any audio other than the phone, other than the making and receiving phone calls. So with the setup we have, you can do all that, and it works absolutely brilliant. Thanks for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel not to miss any exciting content, and please share. My name is Dimitri, reporting from our Boxborough location. Thanks for watching, and until next time.